I think you're a very character-driven kind of person in your comedy. I think you like a certain person and see them in bad situations, trying to struggle in that situation. Would you say that's fair?
I hadn't really thought about it.
Well, maybe I'm thinking too deeply about this. I do tend to do that.
Are you saying I like to see people struggle?
Well, that would be clearly the morals of a complete arsehole. I certainly would. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yes.
Oh, no. I think it's the traditional hero arc. You want to see them struggle.
There's no heroes here.
No.
Come on.
No. What I'm saying is you see them struggle, but you see them overcome it. And they're better for it.
You don't. You just... It's
more of
the same.
Diego's character realises that, he is going to go for the woman he loves. And
does he get there?
Yes, he turns her into a vampire at the end.
Was she like 85?
90, I think.
90. A 90-year-old octogenarian.
Because remember he says something, he goes, people look at us and they see a 90... whatever old she is, and a 367-year-old, and they, and they say...
The age difference.
Yes. And he goes, but I don't mind being a cradle snatcher.
His character was very engaging, I have to say. Like, he's got the weirdest eyes. Now, I don't want to come... I don't want to come off all gay over this, because, I've just, in the last half of the episode, I declared that I wasn't. But there is something about the way he does... I don't know what it is when he's doing this film. Everyone's laughing now at me, not with me, I'm sure. But there is something like he just keeps looking at the camera all the time with these big saucer-like eyes sort of thing, like... This is good, yes? Why he's murdering people or doing whatever, But he always looks like this...
What are you getting out of the eyes?
This super innocence...
He's supposed to be playing an innocent sort of fellow.
He's not an innocent. He kills people.
That's what's funny about it.
It's terrible. It's terrible. I couldn't reconcile that. It was jarring in my soul.
That's the whole
Absolutely
idea.
Jarring. But that wasn't funny for me. It was jarring.
Okay, I thought it was hilarious.
Well, this is why you're a sick and twisted person. I understand that. I'm far more sensitive than what you are, and I think a lighter character. No? Okay, all right.
Okay.
Vladislav, of course, was a diabolical fiend, but very sexy as, you're very East Prussian kind of typical Transylvanian Vlad the Impaler style vampire. Now, a little bit of a disclosure for everybody. Both me and Pip had both played role-playing games like Vampire and stuff like that. So we kind of semi-inured into the whole vampire shtick in the first place. Did you enjoy the film before you started playing Vampire?
You mean, did I watch it beforehand?
Yes.
Oh. I don't remember. I haven't been...
Well, when did the film come out?
2014, so I must have...
No, you've been playing long before that.
Yeah.
That's why it was funny stuff that you had, you could equate to, because we played some pretty ridiculous characters over the years.
I just like it.
When I say we, I mean me. But, you always played very considered characters, I felt.
Oh, jeez.
Well, okay. Well, we won't go into that, but we can have a fight about that later.
What I found weird was the deacon, the guy who played him, Jonathan. Hang on.
Didn't like him.
No. I actually was going, I wonder what else he's been in, and I don't recognise any of the movies he's been in.
I don't know either, but I didn't like his character.
Didn't you?
No.
Why not?
I didn't find it funny.
Okay.
Except for when he was standing at the sink going, "This is fucking bullshit." I laughed at that. I thought that was good. the eternal struggle for who gets to wash the fucking dishes, as all housemates know. Yes.
What gave me a giggle, though, while I was looking up stuff for this, was the guy who played Stu.
Yep.
His name was actually Stuart. And the girl who played Jackie, her name was actually Jackie.
Mm.
And it made me giggle. I don't know why. I just had to share that with everybody. Sorry.
All right. Look, I'm not going to be dishonest and say I didn't enjoy the film, because I did enjoy the film, but I don't understand the fervour of which you relish this film, and you really do.
It makes me giggle. It's one of my, if I need a giggle...
Yes, it's your happy place.
It's my little happy place.
And look, I get that, but it's... The lighting and everything like that, it's very dreary and everything. And I know it's the way it's supposed to be. I know that. I get it. I understand,
This vampire movie is just too dark.
I just think that vampires should have better decor. That's all it is, They could at least go out and spend some money on some drapes, for God's sake.
I think you're looking at this far too seriously.
Perhaps I don't have a sense of humour. Maybe that's something that I'm coming to realise in this podcast. I don't actually have a sense of humour.
Or mine's just sick and twisted.
I can be funny for other people, but I can't actually, have a sense of humour about things myself. But no, that's not true. Because the death of Stalin is goddamn funny.
Are you going to keep bringing this up every time now?
You better believe it.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry, but that was as good as comedy gets. This did not come anywhere near Death of Stalin in my mind. So
okay.
that's where I'm coming from, It was still good. It was still funny. It was... Can I give a score now?
Go for it.
Okay, I give it a 5.5.
Okay.
Yes. Well, you look slightly offended by that.
No offence.
No?
Unlike you, I'm not going to get upset if you don't like the movies I like.
I did quite like it, but...
No, that's okay. Don't get stressed.
It was raw and rough and rustic, and there was... I quite liked the demon vampire, the one down in the basement,
Peter.
I believe Peter was possibly the funniest of the lot. Because, he was just this, uncompromising Methuselah of a vampire, He was very, very funny, I felt. 4,000 years old, And I quite liked... What's the guy who's in Jumanji, the New Zealander who plays the tour guide in Jumanji?
Reese Darby, is it?
I love it when he pops up in films. It doesn't matter where it is, but he's kind of like my favourite.
He was the alpha werewolf, yeah.
Yeah, like he comes up as and like the alpha werewolf's not convincing, but still very funny.
I thought it was all right.
Yeah, but you love the film.
Oh yeah, but I just we're werewolves, not swearwolves.
Growl. Yeah, no, look, quite good, 5.5.
Okay, I'll give it a 9 because again I like the film. So yeah,
because you like it, you decided that it's better than the actual score that it should deserve.
No, I like it, and therefore it gets a good score. If I like a film...
I don't understand that.
What does it do?
I don't understand that way
What
of
does it
thinking.
set out to do? Set out to entertain. Did it entertain me? You bet.
Oh, okay. Well, trapped by my own words, stick it up your bum, fair enough.
Okay.
Fair enough, yes.
But, I'm noticing a trend in my film, so I'll have to really think...
It's just the ice breaking in my whiskey.
Whoa, that went really high.
I know, it's great. I have really strong whiskey. It cracked from the alcohol.
I'll have to really think about my next favourite because I keep bringing up these dark comedies.
Yes, I don't know what's going on there. What's happening with that?
I don't know. I'll have to think about it.
Yes, well, it's certainly food for thought.
So anyway, next time we chat, we're going to bring out a new film and a classic film.
All right.
So our new film,
yes,
which I was really excited to see beforehand, was Tag. But now I'm not so excited because you've said, oh, it's like all the other films about guys from America who are older and are mates. And I'm like, what?
No, that's not what
it looks really good, but now you're making it sound terrible.
You're misrepresenting me terribly here.
Anyway, so we're going to look at Tag, which came out this year.
Honestly.
And our classic film would be Casablanca.
Yes, because frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
So that will be.
I'm just waiting. Everyone in the internet just go, oh, that's not right. That's good.
Hours of film just to get to that scene.
Yes. What was the catchline at the end of that? 1,000 worlds, and I thought something like that. And it says, she's just about to get onto the plane.
Oh, look, I can't recall.
Oh, we got to come up with it before we listen to the film because watch the film. Because then people know what to... No, I guess they don't.
They don't have to. You're putting too much stress on them.
Don't watch the film, guys. It's crap.
Wait till we've watched it and review it, and then you can go, you know what? Pip's really clever. We're going to listen to it. Or, wow, that film that Pip picked was horrible. We won't do that.
When was Casablanca? I can't remember.
I don't know. I'll get the right year next week.
It's like the 1941 or something like that.
Something like that.
About the same time as Bringing Up Baby.
We'll check them out.
Oh, God, they just gave me a burn in the stomach just thinking about that film again.
Before we leave tonight, you wanted to say something.
Yes, I have...
Now, can I just say, before you start talking...
Yes.
Don't waffle on.
I do not waffle on. I make valued judgments. I think about things concisely, and then I lay it out in an orderly way.
Yeah, okay, I'm just going to sit back here and drink.
Sarcasm just dropping on the floor. Yes, I'd like to, if I may, I would like to mansplain about my mansplaining.
Gosh.
What?
Oh, nothing. Go.
What? No. I have had a bit of a conversation with one of my listeners, and they didn't like me using mansplaining, and I get that. I understand that sort of thing. But as I said at the time, and anything that we say in this podcast is for the sake of entertainment. And we certainly don't try to offend people.
We don't mean to. I mean, we probably...
I do it all the time.
We've offended heaps of people. We
Absolutely.
Don't mean to. We don't have any malice in that.
You watch people watch the... Listen, I look at the things and I see people watching the first episode and that's it.
Let's write this out.
I go, oh, fuck these two in the ear,
It's probably sound quality, actually.
Yes, I'm sure it is the sound quality. We have been spending quite a bit of money, and we're going to very shortly. No, we're getting there. We're making the investments and the commitment to making this a professional and a quality production. Now, whether we actually attain those pearly heights, I don't know, but we are actually trying for that.
We're working on it.
We are working on it through our ignorance. However, in regards to stuff that is offensive to people, just hang on to it and just let it go, because all of this stuff, it's just people's point of view. Movies themselves are quite subjective, and your opinions for those movies, you bring your own life experiences to them. In regards to words like mansplaining and stuff like that, they're just words. They're just words, and they only become more than that if we give them power. When I say things like mansplaining, when a man is deliberately saying he's mansplaining, well, he's not being demeaned in any way, shape or form, because he's taken the piss out of himself.
That's what I thought it was.
Well, that's what I thought, So, but anyway. So, yes, so letting that to one side, all good. Everybody's happy.
Okay.
Did I...
Yeah, no, look, as long as we will offend people,
I'm
not
sure,
on purpose.
Oh, look.
I think we'll offend most people.
Hopefully we're not abjectly racist or homophobic or anything like that. But we'll
not
occasionally say things, for the sake of comedy, which maybe in some terms come across as mildly offensive to people. And all I say to people is just say, okay, yes, that's just him being a dick, and I am a dick. I get that. I understand that. I have lived with that for many years. I know I am a dick. So
that's what makes the conversation interesting.
Makes it interesting. I don't have to be a better person. I try every day to do that. No,
that's
I do.
it. No, it's okay.
Yeah,
it's all good. Anyway, so we'll go watch these films if we can, and in between we'll watch what's...
That didn't even make sense, that sentence.
No, that's why I totally ignored it.
So and moving on. Yes.
So we'll watch our films in between watching what's happening in Australia with our political leaders.
No, you didn't have to bring that back up again, did you?
No. All I'm saying is it might come up again next week, and we're sorry.
Look, we are in for some interesting political discourse.
But
I think
for a while. We'll watch it during the week
as we negotiate the rapids
yes.
of a collapsing government.
So we'll watch Tag and Casablanca.